Imagine being deep in the woods, surrounded by silence, with only your heartbeat for company. Suddenly, a noise shatters the stillness. You realize you're not as alone as you thought. This story begins in rural Michigan, where I grew up surrounded by acres of woods. Our home was isolated, beautiful, but eerie. At 13, I was often left alone to watch over the property. One weekend, as I was immersed in a game of Vice City on my PS2, a loud metallic bang echoed from outside, shaking me from my focus. I sprinted to the window and scanned the yard. When I looked out at our storage building, the door was wide open, a sight that made my stomach drop. My heart raced as I grabbed a rifle from the closet and headed outside, calling out to announce my presence. The air around me felt heavy with tension, and when I reached the storage building, I hesitated. The open door felt like an invitation, but something inside me screamed not to enter. With countless places for someone to hide, I wasn't sure I wanted to know who or what might be lurking inside. Instead of going in, I locked the door from the outside and hurried back to the house, my pulse thudding in my ears. I positioned myself at the window, watching intently for any movement. The door was heavy but couldn't have opened on its own. Someone or something had been there. I called my dad for advice, but he didn't pick up. I left a shaky voicemail, then returned to my vigil, trying to distract myself with an ADD show playing in the background. Just as I began to relax, a creak from upstairs sent a jolt of fear through me. I grabbed the rifle again and cautiously climbed the stairs, each step feeling heavier than the last. I didn't call out this time. I didn't want to let anyone or anything know that I was aware of their presence. At the top of the stairs, I saw 5 closed doors, but the noise had come from my parents' bedroom. Dropping to my knees, I peered under the door and froze. 2 bare feet stood just on the other side, facing away from me. A wave of terror crashed over me. I stood up, trembling, and bolted down the stairs, locking myself in the bathroom. I dialed 911, panic seizing my voice as I explained the situation. The operator urged me to stay calm and quiet. Moments later, footsteps echoed down the stairs, slow and deliberate, coming straight toward the bathroom. I held my breath, heart pounding in my chest. The footsteps stopped just outside the door, and a deep voice said, "What's up, kid?" The voice was chilling, a low growl that I'll never forget. I screamed through the door that I was on the phone with the police and that I had a gun. The operator, still on the line, spoke, and I put her on speaker. The man tried the bathroom door, but finding it locked, he walked away. I heard a door slam, likely the back door. I stayed huddled in the bathroom until the police arrived. The officers searched the house but found no one. The man had vanished, leaving only the echo of his terrifying words. That night, I went to my uncle's house, unable to shake the fear that gripped me. The thought that haunted me most was that I had left the door unlocked when I went to check the storage building, giving the intruder easy access to the house. Even with a rifle, I had never felt more vulnerable. To this day, I don't know who that man was or what he wanted. All I know is that it was the most terrifying experience of my life. That night taught me one thing. Even in the most peaceful places, danger can lurk, waiting for the right moment to strike.